Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A style of architecture developed in northern France that spread throughout Europe between the 12th and 16th centuries, characterized by slender vertical piers and counterbalancing buttresses and by vaulting and pointed arches. As if belonging to the Middle Ages, old-fashioned and unenlightened. A heavy typeface in use from 15th to 18th centuries. Characterized by gloom and mystery and the grotesque. Gothic novels like Frankenstein. Extinct East Germanic language of the ancient Goths, the only surviving record being fragments of a 4th century translation of the Bible by Bishop Ulfilas. Characteristic of the style of type commonly used for printing German. Of or relating to the language of the ancient Goths. Of or relating to the Goths. A style of architecture developed in northern France that spread throughout Europe between the 12th and 16th centuries, characterized by slender vertical piers and counterbalancing buttresses and by vaulting and pointed arches. Relating to or belonging to the Middle Ages. As if belonging to the Middle Ages, old-fashioned and unenlightened. Relating to or belonging to the Middle Ages. Characteristic of the time of chivalry and knighthood in the Middle Ages. As if belonging to the Middle Ages, old-fashioned and unenlightened. A medieval attitude toward dating. A heavy typeface in use from 15th to 18th centuries. Not modern, of or characteristic of an earlier time. Not known before. Used many strange words. Relating to or originating in or characteristic of another place or part of the world. Being definitely out of the ordinary and unexpected. Slightly odd or even a bit weird. A strange exaltation that was indefinable. Being definitely out of the ordinary and unexpected. Slightly odd or even a bit weird. Not commonly encountered. Two career families are no longer unusual. Not usual or common or ordinary. A scene of unusual beauty. A crude, uncouth, ill-bred person lacking culture or refinement. One of the Teutonic people who invaded the Roman Empire in the 3rd to 5th centuries. Architecture as a kind of art form. Architecture as a kind of art form. Architecture as a kind of art form. A contorted facial expression. A specific size and style of type within a type family. A pose, as in hostility or a competition. Jackson faced Smith in the boxing ring. The feelings expressed on a person's face. An angry face. A surface forming part of the outside of an object. Dew dripped from the face of the leaf. Be oriented in a certain direction, often with respect to another reference point, be opposite to. The building faces the park. The front of the human head from the forehead to the chin and ear to ear. He washed his face. Impudent aggressiveness. Deal with something unpleasant, head on. He faced the terrible consequences of his mistakes. Present somebody with something, usually to accuse or criticize. He was faced with all the evidence and could no longer deny his actions. A part of a person that is used to refer to a person. He looked out at a room full of faces. A vertical surface of a building or cliff. Be opposite. The two sofas face each other. Cover the front or surface of. The building was faced with beautiful stones. Line the edge of a garment with a different material. Face the lapels of the jacket. Status in the eyes of others. He lost face. The general outward appearance of something. The face of the city is changing. The part of an animal corresponding to the human face. The side upon which the use of a thing depends, usually the most prominent surface of an object. He dealt the cards face down. The striking or working surface of an implement. Turn so as to expose the face. Face a playing card. Turn so as to face. Turn the face in a certain direction. Turn and face your partner now. A specific size and style of type within a type family. An enveloping structure or covering enclosing an animal or plant organ or part. The enclosing frame around a door or window opening. A person of a specified kind, usually with many eccentricities. A mental case. Printing. The receptacle in which a compositor has his type, which is divided into compartments for the different letters, spaces, or numbers. For English, a compositor will ordinarily have two such cases, the uppercase containing the capitals and the lowercase containing the small letters. The quantity contained in a case. The housing or outer covering of something. The clock has a walnut case. Bed linen consisting of a cover for a pillow. The burglar carried his loot in a pillowcase. A special set of circumstances. It may rain, in which case the picnic will be cancelled. An occurrence of something. It was a case of bad judgment. Enclose in, or as if in, a case. My feet were encased in mud. Nouns or pronouns or adjectives, often marked by inflection, related in some way to other words in a sentence. A comprehensive term for any proceeding in a court of law whereby an individual seeks a legal remedy. A person who is subjected to experimental or other observational procedures. Someone who is an object of investigation. The cases that we studied were drawn from two different communities. A glass container used to store and display items in a shop or museum or home. A person requiring professional services. A typical case was the suburban housewife described by a marriage counselor. A portable container for carrying several objects. The musicians left their instrument cases backstage. A problem requiring investigation. Perry Mason solved the case of the missing heir. A specific state of mind that is temporary. A case of the jitters. A statement of facts and reasons used to support an argument. He stated his case clearly. Look over, usually with the intention to rob. They men cased the house. The actual state of things. That was not the case. A specific size and style of type within a type family. A specific size and style of type within a type family. A plumbing fixture that provides a flow of water. A specific size and style of type within a type family. Bowl for baptismal water. An extinct branch of the Germanic languages. An extinct branch of the Germanic languages. A Gothic style in 14th and 15th century England, characterized by vertical lines and a four-centered, Tudor, arch and fan vaulting. A Gothic style in 14th and 15th century England, characterized by vertical lines and a four-centered, Tudor, arch and fan vaulting. A cord from which a metal weight is suspended pointing directly to the Earth's center of gravity, used to determine the vertical from a given point. At right angles to the plane of the horizon or a baseline. Measure the perpendicular height. An extremely steep face. A straight line at right angles to another line. Intersecting at or forming right angles. The axes are perpendicular to each other. So steep as to be nearly vertical. The great perpendicular face of the cliff. A Gothic style in 14th and 15th century England, characterized by vertical lines and a four-centered, Tudor, arch and fan vaulting. A Gothic style in 14th and 15th century England, characterized by vertical lines and a four-centered, Tudor, arch and fan vaulting. The humanistic study of a body of literature. Creative writing of recognized artistic value. Published writings in a particular style on a particular subject. The technical literature. The profession or art of a writer. Her place in literature is secure.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.